coaches and pros, the X's and O's. This is the best way to do what we know. So let's go. Again, hit the like, share, subscribe button before we get up and talk about Shedeur, right? Now, with that being said, I can move on. Now, Shedeur Sanders, I said a couple weeks ago, all right, he played a bad Raiders team. Let's see what he does versus San Francisco. And then we come back out and I'll try to evaluate him again. And I said, all right, he came out versus San Francisco. He did what Kevin Stefanski allowed him to do. Kevin Stefanski kept the training wheels on Shedeur that game a whole lot. He did because he was a lot of run heavy in that game, and he did exactly what the coach wanted him to do. I don't know if it was a test of ego to see if he was testing Shedeur, and you know what I mean, testing your young quarterback. And this has nothing to do with Shedeur Sanders. This has everything to do with a coach getting out his rookie quarterback, giving him and saying, can you put your ego to the side to do what the assignment says to do? You know what I'm saying? And I think a lot of coaches do that to their rookie quarterback, true freshman quarterbacks, right? And he did what he was supposed to do in that San Fran game. He did exactly what Kevin Stefanski wanted him to do. Hand the ball off. He managed the game well. And that is all a quarterback can do, is manage the game. Not every quarterback has to be, you can make game-changing plays, but your job is to be a manager. Manage that offense, move the offense downfield, and make a game-changing play every now and then. You don't have to be labeled a game changer. Just make a game-changing play. That's it. Everybody, you know, I don't know why everybody wants to play hero ball and go back and forth. I thought this would maybe be a big back and forth game. I thought, to be honest, this would have been Shedeur's first start versus Cam Ward. You know how they like to play. They knew he trained everybody. Everybody knows that they train together under the same trainer, and you know they always talk. Cam Ward always talk crazy to Shedeur and this stuff, but he came out today. It looks like he's been taking every stride to get better. And I got to give Shedeur Sanders his just due. Because we keep it real here. That's what we do. If he ain't looking too hot, I'm going to come out here and I'm going to say he ain't looking too hot. I'm going to be honest and say Shedeur Sanders is not looking too hot. But the fact that Shedeur Sanders came out today and managed the offense once again, did what he was supposed to do, and Stefanski gave him a little bit more leeway. And as of right now, there's nobody that's thrown for more yards today than Shedeur Sanders. It is what it is. Like, nobody has thrown more yards than him today. So, I mean, is he backing up some of his statements saying he know he can play better than some of the quarterbacks? Absolutely he is, because there's still multiple quarterbacks in the NFL that's still not hitting those marks. They're still not able to throw over 200 yards. We know he got some of the baddest tight ends in the NFL, and Njoku and Harold Fannin. Fannin Jr. is absolutely balling from Bowling Green. The tight end from Bowling Green is absolutely balling. You hear me? He reminded me of Vernon, man, from San Fran, man. I remember Vernon from San Fran, tight end fast, bro. But he is a beast. He is a straight up dog, bro. Like, he's unguardable. He's got enough speed. He's not the fastest, but he has enough speed. And look, he threw 42 times. Stefanski let that man throw the ball 42 times today. 42 times. Only completed 23 of them. They threw some pressure at him, threw some different looks at him. He took what the defense gave him. I thought he played well today. I thought he managed well. I honestly thought he managed well today, y'all. Like, and I can't sit here and get caught up in his stats and say that he didn't manage what they threw at him. I think he managed what they threw at him well. And now, he'll continue on doing what he does. He even ran a touchdown in today. Now, the fact that he rushed more than Quinshawn Junkins in the game, I did not like that from Stefanski at all. But they made up for it when passing. Hill Fannin had 114. Jerry Jeudy had 76. I think that's like one of his biggest games this year. Dylan Sampson got involved in the passing game. He took what the defense gave him. He was checked down Charlie today. And ain't nothing wrong with doing that. There's nothing wrong with doing that. That was his specialty in college, with short passes, medium passes. Threw that deep ball pretty good, gave his receivers a chance because look, the ball's gonna be placed so well on this deep ball, or that it's probably going to cause pass interference. Some people might say it's an underthrow. You know what I'm saying? Some people may read that as an underthrow, the way they throws the ball. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes, and that may be it, but sometimes you need those. But it's in that area to the point where you're going to get a 50-50 or it's going to be an interception. I mean, not an interception, but a pass interference. And he did throw a pick today, but look, played well. And when you throw him for 364 yards, man, and granted, you know what I'm saying? You throw a screen and it goes for 58. You throw one pass for 23. Throw one pass, couple passes for 9 yards. Like, it is what it is. So I mean, and then you want to check his averages. He almost averaged 9 yards per throw, 8 yards per throw. I mean, there's quarterbacks that's not hitting that at all in the NFL. You know what I'm saying? Like, and we're talking some guys who been playing for a couple years, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is I ain't just talking. This is serious. This is real. This is serious business. Like, there's guys that's not hitting those marks. It's a shame, but it's just the truth, man. The truth is the truth. So yeah, man, I think that moving forward for the Browns and the way that they look today, and with Myles Garrett, man, Myles Garrett about to break the record. Shout out to him, man. 1A, 1B guys. And TJ Watt 1A, 1B with him and Myles Garrett. Myles Garrett, he does not do everything TJ Watt does. Like, they are, I've been noticed this, right? And I mean, if you technically you want to say what they are, what they do, TJ Watt is an outside linebacker, true outside linebacker. He can drop back in coverage. And I'm not saying that Myles Garrett can't, but he'll probably get burnt more than likely. TJ Watt probably wouldn't. And that's not the take from either one of these guys. It's just what you see on the field. It is what it is. Like, what you're gonna get out of TJ is more than what you'll get out of Myles Garrett. But Myles Garrett is hands down he is the best pure pass rusher ever that we have probably ever witnessed in this game, especially us younger generation. Now, those that we watched Lawrence Taylor highlights. We didn't get to witness the greatness of him. Now, Reggie White maybe caught some of that as a youngin', you know what I'm saying? But but really not old enough to really recognize what him was doing. Bruce Smith, you know what I'm saying? There's a lot of guys, Warren Sapp, but Myles Garrett is next level, bro. He's next level. He really is. If James Pierce can get as big as Myles Garrett, I don't know if he'll slow all the way down, putting on a lot of weight like that, but he'll be somewhere around there. So shout out to Myles Garrett too, man. I don't want to forget him and getting caught up with all the Shedeur talk and forgetting the guy who's on the other side of the ball putting in work. You know what I'm saying? Because he's doing this thing. But these guys are absolutely balling, man. They doing their thing, man. I like it. I like it a lot. So, and now I wanted to talk about just before I get on about here and I get to my Steelers in closing out on this Shedeur topic. I was telling you there's veteran guys that's not averaging 9 yards. You know what I'm saying? Like, Lamar Jackson isn't, Jared Goff isn't. He's at 8-1. And granted, they throwing for more yards. They throwing for a lot more yards and played a lot more games. But Sam Darnold's at 9 yards. That's just about what Shedeur had today. You know what I mean? Michael Penix Jr. is only averaging about 7 yards per throw. Patrick Mahomes averaging about 7 yards per throw. And I'm just giving y'all, and that's it doesn't tell the whole story because it was just one game, couple games that he has played, right? So I don't want to go off the deep end and just say, okay, well, this is what it is. I don't want to go off the deep end and say, okay, these are the games that he's played, because he hasn't played a lot of games. He's only played a couple of games. Get what I'm saying? But yet and still, he's doing this thing. You know what I mean? He's doing this thing. He's showing up and he's playing pretty well, man. He's doing this thing, man. You know what I'm saying? Shedeur. So I mean, as an average, total average per throw, right now, I think with all of his games put up, in order, he's like at a 6.6 yards per throw, right? I think that's where he's at, Shedeur Sanders. Well, all his throws put up. I mean, I gotta double check. I'm gonna double check before we get off this topic, just to make sure that I'm giving y'all the correct. Yeah, he's at 6.5 yards per throw. With his games played, Joe Burrow is at 5. When his games played. So I'm just saying, like, and I'm not comparing them. I'm comparing them by this. Kirk Cousins played 5 games. He's at 6.3. So all I'm saying is that is every yard in the NFL counts. Don't care if anybody say, all the yards absolutely count at this level. If he's not playing well, if he has a bad game, y'all know I'm going to come out here and give y'all honest take on that. But if he played well and he's doing well in certain areas, I'm going to come out here and say that. All right? Because that's what it is. Football. It's just honest takes. But yeah, moving on, man. Shout out to them Browns. Shout out one more time for Shedeur Sanders and Myles Garrett, man. Now my Pittsburgh time. Tell y'all, pray for yourselves, pray for each other. Everybody you see in the comments, they talk to y'all talking to each other, football conversations. You know what I'm saying? Pray for me. And I will ask y'all, even when y'all talking to each other down in the comments, keep it about sports. Keep it professional. Keep it professional about sports. Don't go personal. All right. That's all I ask. But y'all know how I always said. I always tell you once again, y'all pray for yourselves, pray for each other, pray for me, y'all. Always praying for y'all.